Hi and hello, Watch fans, and welcome back to Chronopolis Radio, hosted by the real-time show for Geneva Watch Week 2026. We are joined by the most awake man in watchmaking, Lilian. How are you? Good to have you back on the airwaves.
Thank you, I'm fine.
Is it an exciting time for you and the Awake team being here at Chronopolis?
Yeah, it is absolutely. I mean, that's everything is new, and we are really happy to join this very new event. And good start, I would say.
Lilian, Awake has done not dozens but hundreds of shows. What made you, for this time, switch over to Chronopolis?
I mean, that's the first time I heard about Chronopolis. I just said to myself, well, that's another place. Do we need that? There are so many places during the watch week in Geneva. I think it's all about the mindset of Chronopolis that made me think that would be the right place for us. I mean, this is they are bringing a new generation of watch brands, which I think that's for me the young blood that you're gonna see at Chronopolis. Brands that are very creative. Some of them are very successful. So despite they are young, so I think that was very interesting to be part of this new, I would say, new fair, and at some point a challenge for the organization, and that's it. And also the people behind the fair are really, really nice. I mean, we got a very good relationship with them, so that again makes us even more happy to join Chronopolis in 2026.
For Awake, what is important during these international weeks that are more than just a collector-focused event?
This watch week is very important. That's one of the most important moments in the year. So this is a very good opportunity to meet many people from different places in the world. I mean, most of the shows, they just bring local people, whether it's about media or collectors. But seriously, the Geneva week is something very very different, because people are coming from all over the world. So it's a very nice opportunity to meet all the people we are talking to all year long, but we don't see that often.
Many brands that are present at Chronopolis started off originally as a direct-to-consumer brand. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, Awake as well. Today you have a vast retail network. How is the division if you look at B2B, so retailers versus B2C, and you might even chop it up to a third part, which is media? How important are these divisions for you?
I mean, the retail, we stick on the initial strategy, and we don't have a vast network of retailers. We are very, very selective in terms of building a proper physical presence. We try to select only the best ones. SJ Wallace is one of them, and so we are very we are moving very smoothly in this direction, because, as you know, Awake is all about metadata, craftsmanship, and by the technique, by our what makes us unique also is something that is not easy to scale. So we take our time to develop a very good retail network, and so just right now we are about something like 20, which is for us enough at the moment, to be honest.
You said something, Ace Jewelers. I've never heard of these schmucks.
They are great guys. I will introduce you to them because they are great guys.
Never heard of them. Anyways, we don't do any commerciality here on this show at all.
No.
So no, there's no blurred lines. All kidding aside, would you dare to come to Chronopolis without launching a novelty?
I don't think so. I mean, that's the moment where we have, I'm not talking about retail, but media. I think that media, they're really interested into new things. And at some point we are presenting things that's going to come from months after months. So it's just not about showing the what's going to be released like a few weeks later, but also a few months later. And the media that's coming from all over the world are not easy to get after the show. So I mean, that's important for us to present novelties at this moment because yes, the particularity of this show is very B2B oriented, despite the fact that there are some collectors that are coming, and I think that they will come to Chronopolis because it's very very well placed in Geneva, but I would probably not come if I have nothing to show, nothing to introduce to present to the people who are coming to the event.
So tell us, what did you present at Chronopolis this year?
Yeah, that's, we started the Sunlight collection, as you know, in 2024. Last year, we introduced two new techniques from the Sunlight family. So still using the same lacquering technique that is very, that's amazing technique and very exclusive to us. This year is going to be like quite a rich year with the introduction of a very new case design and also two amazing techniques which are at some point showing our growing mastery of the technique. You know, when we introduced the technique in 2024, the artisans we work with never work on a wash, so it was the very beginning. Now, after so many tests, we are bringing the expertise and the savoir-faire to another level. And this year will show something that people have never seen, and that will be, quite surprising for most of the people who are going to see the wash in the metal.
The funny thing is a lot of brands wait to launch novelties at these big fairs, these international fairs. There aren't that many brands like Awake that have a steady stream of launches. You guys have such a high pace. Do you even need a fair like this?
Yes, we are very creative. Most of the watches that we make are limited editions. So it's, what makes us very special is also a pay, to be honest, because it's a lot of work. And for sure, there will be other novelties that will be released in a year that will not be shown because they're just ideas in our mind, but they will be brought to life during the year for events, for special occasions. So we have lots of things to show at Chronopolis, but there will be more things in the future. So yes, it's important because introducing a new case is a very big event for us. But the other shows that we are making during the year are more B2C focused. So we always try to keep some surprises for them when we travel the world. But that's important to have like a big event like the Geneva week to be able to bring a good understanding of the vision of the brand.
So as Alon said, you've been to hundreds of events now, so you're quite experienced when it comes to the way they are structured and the facilities they provide, how they reach out to media and collectors and whatnot. What do you like about the way that Chronopolis has been organized? What do you like about their outreach style? And what do you think that this fair offers consumers that other fairs maybe don't?
That's very particular because the other fairs we make are just like I said, very B2C focused. That's only collectors. That most of the audience is collectors. This is totally different. It's very more focused on the professionals of the industry. So, but what I think is different is the way that the organization is providing experience to the people who attend the show. This is something more, I would say, professional, and it needs to be because it's it's directed to professionals. So that's very different. And the organizer is much more well organized, and it's more about meetings than just people showing up. So it's very different. I like the way that we can bring like serious meeting with media or our partners or everything, and also having some people showing up without any meeting, just asking for the watch. So, but it's the good balance that we don't have on other fairs, which are much more improvised.
How much cross-pollination is there between you and the other 19 brands that exhibit at Chronopolis?
many other brands are friends, and that's cool. And it was also part of the pleasure to join them. I'm thinking of Fiona Marie of Atelier Van. That these guys, we have been in touch and having very nice relationship with them for years now. So it's and there are lots of French brands too. So it's like a family of I will say the young brand of watch brands. So it's also really interesting to be with these guys that are very interesting, which have, by the way, a very different offering, but still we keep like a very friendship relationship with them.
Are you looking most forward to the happy hours?
Yeah, of course. That's after a long day, but this is gonna be like long days because we're gonna be able to receive and see people from 8 a.m. So at some points, the end of the day with the cocktails and everything will be welcome to have another experience with the people, and having some drinks will be fine too after a long day.
I'm saying it kiddingly, but the funny thing is these Rob and I actually do our most fun conversations and soft business talks in the late hours of the day in the pub. So I think it's very smart that Chronopolis actually created this platform by doing happy hours. And on Thursday, there's going to be a party that's open to everyone, like the whole week is open to the public. What we've understood is that the organization behind Chronopolis, Après-Demain, and the team were very in a collaborative spirit with the attending brands. Can you tell us a bit about that, how important that was for you as a brand to be incorporated into the planning?
That's very interesting because most of the time that the organization don't have anything. It's just like they provide a very professional organization and everything. Here it was different because that maybe it's connected because it's the first edition and they wanted to make this event very unique using the opinion or the ideas of the brand who will be exhibiting. So I think that's very different. That's very fresh. We love that because that allows us to bring ideas on the table, to be part of it. It's not just like your standard exhibition. You're really at some point influence the content, the experience that the Chronopolis is gonna bring to all attendees.
Now, 20 brands is not a small amount by any stretch of the imagination, certainly not when it comes to organizing all the needs and wants of those specific brands, but it's also not enormous. Do you think that the size of Chronopolis is really helping it be a bit more agile and a bit more connected to the current feeling in watchmaking?
Absolutely. I think that's the number of brands exhibiting is a very good balance because by experience, the more you have brands, the less people spend time with you because they have to go all around it. That's with 20 brands only, I would say. I'm pretty sure that the meetings will be more efficient. Less stressful, and I really believe that's the right number for a show. And yeah, that's it. That's gonna keep the experience on top.
Well, we're enjoying it already and we can't wait for the rest of the week. Lillian, thank you so much for joining us on Chronopolis Radio for Geneva Watch Week 2026. I'm sure that we will see you during the happy hour and hopefully our listeners will too.